and he guided me through it, and it was kind of was living the part of Ronnie, because we went down to Bournemouth and we were staying in this hotel there, and it was kind of wearing those clothes every day and going to set every day, and it seemed sort of repetitive, and that was his process, Ronnie, of each day he went through this routine of watching the film and trying to work out who he was, and then so later on when we find the other twist, which I'm not allowed to talk about too much, but that was interesting because we sort of filmed that later on in the process. So by the time we actually got to that part, it was so nice to have a change and suddenly go, oh wow, there's another side to this character. But yeah, there's so many levels in it, and it was kind of fun to play those. Like, what is Ronnie? Who is he? Is he? I wanted people to think maybe he had several lives that he may have lived. Like there are other things going on, and maybe he killed someone, maybe he didn't, maybe he. You don't. It's all ambiguous, is what I would say. Suki's still playing with this. He's going to join us at some point. Please come and join us, Suki. You're the main.
One more question.
He's done a good job, I think, of getting everyone here and getting this on. So
was that a process like with the other actors and the cast and the crew? I guess because the budget wasn't too high, I guess, was all kind of everyone working together, working harder than perhaps you might otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the...
Is there a kind of bond created between everyone during the film?
Absolutely, yeah. This style of filmmaking is wonderful because it doesn't have the biggest budget. Suki, I'm sure, will tell you that he wrote it, he directed it, he produced it. Karen, his wife, did the catering. Like everyone sort of mucked in, and in that there's actually a lot of freedom as well. You don't have sort of heads or producers or
people breathing down
your neck, so you can chop and change. And so on set, Suki and I would be talking, and we'd cut things or giving you a line, or we're constantly changing stuff. And you could also, it's kind of like guerrilla filmmaking. You can literally stop somewhere and you're supposed to have a license, but never mind, just jump out and film something and get off before the police come or something. So it's a lot of fun. It's kind of it's exciting to be part of that. And you because you're working together in a small community. I mean, we had a lot of new graduates from film schools, from universities that trying to get credits. A lot of them, it was their first time. This is my first time doing a feature, so it was it's a learning curve for everyone. And I think watching that, I mean, I was sort of going, God, I would do that so differently now, but it's wonderful to be able to give the freedom to experiment, and I think it was really fun.
So was there a lot of experimentation on set, or was Suki quite dictatorial?
He's like Michael Bay, he's just gone to his way. No, not at all. No, he's very, he's so chilled, as you can tell, and doesn't really care about doing a Q&A. With his camera, and he was kind of like that on set. He'd be like, "Oh, I've seen something really cool. Come over here," and he'll be filming that. And he's just got a real eye, I think. And I mean, it's got this pace to the film, and it is very slow. And it's not like films these days. It's this noir feel to it. But I think the shots are so beautiful that I don't mind if there's a lingering shot of a garage, car park light. I think it looks great. I want to see more of it.
I guess a lot of films these days are cut, but kind of longer shots, I think, gives you more freedom to explore the terrain that you're within, because it's not just the actors, but it's the location of where you are.
Yeah, I mean, I think even the car park, I mean, I didn't realize it plays such a large character in the film. It's like this place, it's almost like his mind is sort of contained, and there's something he can deal with it every day, but there's also the outskirts of that, where the character at the end goes, it's like, where is that other world? And then this whole thing about dreams or about film, and it's, I mean, I do remember, because we also started off shooting, the first week was all night shoots in the garage, so we wouldn't start filming till 6, 7 at night, and you'd be finishing at 4, 5 in the morning, and so your whole life kind of went the other way. And I remember we were filming the shots looking out of the garage, and there'd be the dawn chorus and the birds start to sing, and we all started living this really weird reality, and that really helped. Yeah, on the night shift. And I think that's always happens at night shoots. You enter this kind of strange, dreamlike state. Yeah.
I have to admit, if it was me playing the part with the hat and the long coat, I'd have a Humphrey Bogart monologue running through my head for the whole film.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you have that kind of offset, kind of leading places? And
Yeah, I mean, it's like quite iconic that, you know, the trench coat and that trilby and the gloves. But I think, and you kind of have to make a jump for this film. I think, you know, you have to go, you know, we know what this, we've seen that, but I think if you let those things go, you know, you get dragged in by the story and what's going on. And I think it was just a joy to wear those things every day, you know, like most films these days, you know, you're in a suit or a, you know, like something really boring, and he would got a nice trilby to play with. It's pretty awesome.
you're going to come up, yes?
Come on. Am I in focus yet?
I'll pause it. Put it forward there.